Assalamu alaikum. Good morning everyone. This is Azra Sheikh, B.Ed second year, Aligarh Muslim University, Center Malappuram. Today we are going to learn about the meaning and definition of communication. So what is communication? If we go through the dictionary meaning, communication is the exchange of ideas, of our thoughts, or imparting information, feelings by speech, writing, or other means of disseminating data. So according to the Oxford Dictionary, communication is the transferring or conveying of meanings. And according to the Katz Davis, communication is the process of passing information and understanding from one person to another. So you have to understand this word, understanding from one person to another. If we are communicating to other person, so we should not left in between, like we have said something and the person has gone. It would not be called as complete communication. If you have passed the information, the receiver should have understand the information. That would be called as communication, a complete communication. Okay, so this would be the procedure of a communication. There may be 5 components like a sender, then receiver, message, feedback, and the channel through which communication is taking place. So there may be 5 components. What are sender, receiver, message, feedback, and the channel. Like if a sender is giving information, like how are you? If he asking that information, giving information, how are you? So he encodes that information through the medium or the channel. That channel may be your WhatsApp, your Facebook, any other medium you may use, because medium may be your physical or the virtual. If you are giving information through the social media platform, that would be called as virtual medium. If you are passing information through the written textbook or through some people, that would be called a physical medium. Then this information, the receiver will receive that information. He will decode that information. Then he will give the feedback of that information through the encoding again message. So the feedback. Then this encoding message will be decoded by the sender. Then for example, if sender has sent the information how are you through the WhatsApp, that WhatsApp would be your channel. The message is how are you. Then receiver will receive that message. He will encode that message. Then again he will reply through encoding the message that I am fine. So that would be the feedback of that person, and the sender will receive that information and he will decode. So in that process there may be some barriers. That would be your noise and any other barrier like internet barrier. So there may be different kinds of barrier. So there are 5 components like sender, message, receiver, feedback, and the channel through which you are communicating. That would be known as a component of a communication. And when receiver is giving information like feedback, that would be called as complete communication or the effective communication, because without feedback the communication is not complete. So for the complete communication there may be 7 C's of the communication. The first is clear, then correct, complete, concrete, concise, concentration, and courteous. Because we know that communication is the most integral part of the human nature, and human beings have a complete urge to communicate with each other, and more than 70% of our life is spent in communication with others. So there is no meaningful understanding possible without communication. So what are these 7 C's of the communication? It should be clear. We know that our communication should be clear. It should be very correct, like whatever information we are using, that should be correct, and use of common words, simple language, construct effective sentence, short paragraph, use concrete word instead of abstract word, and avoid unnecessary information. Correctness means whatever facts and figures you are using, that should be accurate, and check your mistakes, like punctuation mistakes would be there, grammar, capitalization, so you have to avoid that mistakes, and use the right level of language. Then complete, and then concrete. Your communication should be very concrete, meaning use of specific, meaningful, and clear words. Avoid the abstraction from the communication, and it should be very concise. We know that conciseness is a prerequisite for effective communication. A concise message saves times and expenses for both sender and receiver. So remove the wordy expression. If you want to say something and you are giving in a long paragraph a very little information, that would not be good. Include only relevant material. Avoid unnecessary repetition. Then consideration. What is consideration? Consideration is to put you in a place of the receiver. It means preparing every message with the message receiver in the mind. This mode of consideration is called you attitude. So see your material from your reader's point of view. Like if you want to give an assignment to your teacher, first you read that assignment. Like you have given your information to yourself. Then read that assignment to yourself. You are considering you as a receiver, and focus on you instead of we. Be sure about the benefits of the receiver. Consider the needs and problems of the receivers and use positive and optimistic. Okay, then courteous. Courteous means it is very important quality of the messaging because we have to use some polite expression like thank you, kindly, we appreciate, please. So these words make the communication very effective. You have to be sincere. Use